Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker, and I would like to make a contribution on the Pay-Act Committee's 2023-24 Budget Estimates Report. And, Deputy Speaker, I refer to page 149 that relates to the timber harvesting transition and worker and industry support package. Now, recently the timber industry harvest and haul contractors in my electorate got the details of this so-called transition package in draft form, and it's clearly a proposal that has been put together to meet a budget, a specific budget, than to deliver the right outcome for these timber workers. I mean, if the people who put this package together, Deputy Speaker, think that this is going to be even close to being adequate, they are idiots. It is going to go nowhere near meeting the needs of these families. And I'll give you a couple of examples, Deputy Speaker, of why it is unfair. Firstly, the compensation for loss of income is absolutely woeful. It would have been far better to work off the precedent that was set for the Gippsland Lakes commercial fishermen, where they were given 3 years of their average income as a base for their departure package before they got into their nets and I guess the comparison to timber workers as their machinery, but as a base, 3 years of their average income. In relation to machinery compensation, you won't believe this, Deputy Speaker, it says the government will pay the difference between the 2020 market value of a piece of plant and the equipment auction value. But then, and you read that and you think, well, that's okay, but then you go on to the next clause and it says the department reserves the right to pay less than the full difference to meet the available budget of the package.
Well, there's no money.
It is clearly been designed, the criteria designed around a budget. And machinery over 10 years old is not going to be compensated. Worth a lot of money, it's not even included in the machinery compensation package. It's a disgrace, and it's proof that the minister has put together this package based on a capped budget and not looking after the best interests of these timber workers in a fair manner. Speaker, I want to secondly, one of the options presented to contractors is to enter into longer-term contracts to undertake forest and fire management works with DECA. Rightio? So you've got to put in an expression of interest if you want to work for DECA. But they don't know what the remuneration is, they don't know what the work is, and they don't know where the work will be. How can they put in an expression of interest not knowing where what they're going to be paid, where the work is, what they're expected to do? They'll only find that out after they've put in their expression of interest. Talk about putting the cart before the horse. Speaker, thirdly, and this is just 3 examples, the government said that for redundant employees it will provide the opportunity to participate in training over 10 business days, but then says at no cost to the state. So the harvest and haul contractors have got to pay for the retraining of their own workers when the government said in its initial media release that it would pay for the retraining of workers. The whole package is shameful. It falls well and truly short of the most basic expectations. Thank goodness it's in draft form, because the minister needs to go back and revisit this and make sure that she designs a package that doesn't fit within a budget. The Premier said he would provide what the former Premier said he would provide what was required. The government needs to provide what is required to these timber industry workers.